Guess who else we got?
I heard rumors that we've got the famous couple.
We've never had a couple before.
No.
maxair420 and Tammie Jean and their boyfriend and girlfriend, and they can fly FPV. Let me tell you. So
you have to admit, Max can fly the hell.
Oh, he flies that thing like a champ, bro. It's unreal.
Unbelievable.
No, I've never seen anybody fly an DJI FPV drone like Maxair, bro.
Max rips that shit, bro.
Oh, nobody can fly like Max.
Sick.
Holy cow, bro.
Max is a flyer. I've never seen anybody do what he can do with that DJI FPV.
I know.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
He's legit.
Can't take it out.
Hi, everyone.
What's up?
Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Let's see, can you see the chat? Who's here?
See, Ken, Charles, Maddie, Mayor Maddie, Barkley, Northside, Dom,
Wayne,
Michael,
Wayne B, Joe Photo Leo. Jerry Bauer,
Jenna, Gary,
Artco,
Jim,
scrolling.
Paul.
Oh, Paul's here. Hey, Paul. Confused FPV, the real queen of FPV. Maddie says it to me sometimes.
The other queen.
I know she's the queen of FPV. I'm trying. I'm a beginner.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dustin.
You're a princess because you haven't hit manual mode yet.
I haven't even hit manual mode.
Kim's got you.
Kim's got me. She's the queen of FPV. Dustin is in here. One Vision Aerial.
Susan, Jody.
Let's see. Have Drone Will Fly. That's Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to get everybody's real names too, especially Have Drone Will Fly. It's a little bit long. I don't want to call him that all the time, Hey, Have Drone Will Fly. Let's see. You said hi to Ken. How about Charles Gillespie? He's in the chat. Jasper's crying already.
Kim said I'm the queen.
You are?
Yeah, I'm the queen.
Well, we'll talk about that a little later. So I think somebody said you're the king.
Not the king.
I think it's in
I'll go with Knight.
You want to be a knight? Well, we need the queen to knight you. I don't even have the power. Let's see. Thanks everybody for being here. Looks like we got 30 in the chat already. This is the early night because it's the Ken repeat night, or is he even on tonight?
It's not even on.
If he's going to start not going on, I'm going to start doing 8 o'clock. You want to do 8 o'clock?
Maybe. All depends on life.
You're always my maybe.
Got other things to do.
You got to move in a little bit. I think you're all the way out on the edge. You got to be close to me. Look at Jasper trying to get in the middle. Yeah. Do you want to know what Jasper's nickname is? The Holy Ghost. Right, Pep?
Jasper the Holy Ghost.
Gotta be right in between,
No funny business goes on.
That came from back in the day with school dances, right?
Oh, wait, this is your phone. She said you're the queen, not me.
Oh, she said I'm the queen because you're looking at my phone. She didn't call you the queen. But yeah, I think that was from back in the day with school dance, when the kids were just doing a little slow dance. Mm-hmm. You got to leave enough room for the Holy Ghost.
That's Jasper.
That's Jasper.
Ray's here.
Ray's here?
Mark.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a bunch more people are in the chat since I looked.
31.
Nice. Thanks everybody for being here. I've got a few things planned for tonight. We've got a few viewer videos, a little chat about what? Oh, the little eyeballs keep peeking up. Pup, why don't you get up here? Come here. Get up here. No, I think he wants to be in. He does this every time we live. Do you want to be? Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. You're already interrupted. See? I wasn't kidding.
Come on.
Get up. No, you got to be in it. If you're going to be in it, get up. Get up. Get up. His back legs aren't up. There.
There you go.
Okay.
So you're on
Okay.
the
There
TV
we
now.
go. And see, the lighting is best on his little face. It's blowing me out a little.
Got it.
But you're looking pretty good there on camera, pup. All right. Let's talk about this right now. Can we talk about this?
No. Stop, Dom.
Dominic, you know, some of us.
You're getting blocked from my channel.
Here's the thing. I think some of us get a little nerdy with the numbers and analytics, trying to figure out how we're doing and stuff. And Max is not one of those guys. He hates when I do analytics. And right before the show, he said, what?
Are we talking analytics tonight?
And
she's like, no. And I'm like,
said, no.
yes.
And then I said, oh, wait, I do have one thing. And he's like, ah.
Come on, man.
So please let me know in the chat if you like analytics or if you would sometimes like to skip it. Say like it or skip it, and I'll count them up later. Max is going to use my phone and type in skip it, I'm sure. Not a fan of analytics. So I only had one little thing, just one little tiny
I mean, it's
thing.
cool to know it, have an
Yeah.
understanding, but not every week.
Not every week, like every other, once a month analytics special.
Once a month's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then would everybody tune out for that one?
Because that's when you get your your little email from YouTube.
Oh, wait. Where'd it
Once
go?
a month.
It's moving too fast. It's moving too fast. There it is. Maddie said they don't really mean anything to him. Well, I guess for me, the reason that I started looking into it a little bit is because I was trying to figure out, like, why did this video get a lot of views? Why didn't this one get a lot of views? And I think some of the time it doesn't have anything to do with my video. It has to do with my thumbnail. I
Could
get
be.
clicks or I don't get clicks. And
Or
it's-
just tags you use.
the tags, but like if somebody, like, let's just say, because I always check
Say we're talking analytics.
just
now.
a little. Well, I want to know because I saw, look, Ray said he loves them. Like if someone types in beautiful drone footage, you're going to sleep.
What? Huh?
If someone
I'm
types
here.
in
I'm here.
beautiful drone footage, like maybe there's a really beautiful thumbnail and then there's maybe one that kind of sucks. Which one are you going to click on? I think it's a thumbnail thing. Sometimes there's a lot we'll discuss when it's analytics week. I guess this isn't going to be analytics week.
Just get it out now. Talk about what you want to talk
No.
about and just get it out of the way.
No. Well, I think it could help you get more subscribers. I think it say it right though, Susan. It's photo Leo. So all right, we're not gonna talk about it too much today.
You're crazy, man.
See, even Dominic wants to know sometimes how come certain videos get more views than other. I think it's interesting.
It's because YouTube finally shared it.
But why?
I don't know.
I did.
Ask them.
We'll discuss.
Ask the other YouTubers that tell us everything.
See, and look, Jenna, we're gonna go through it next week. Next week will be the thumbnail special. I'll tell you what I think about them, what I think gets clicks, and how to make a quick one using only your cell phone. Coming next week.
Takes too long.
No, it doesn't. I have a really quick way on the cell phone.
I know it's easy. Just I'm already done with the video.
Let
YouTube pick it.
YouTube pick it. All right, little mini chat review from last week. Stevie was asking what's the tallest building in Chicago, and I think he wants to have the meetup there next week at the tallest building. And Michael says the Sears Tower, but Uncle Bill said it the highest building in Chicago is whatever one Maxie is in. You got your fans, honey. Something else I wanted to talk about a little bit, because I was talking about monetizing, and well, Dominic said we all want to be on the gravy train, and wouldn't that be nice? But Barkley said stop chasing money. When you make great content, money will find you. I guess I got mixed thoughts on that, because I think you do need to make great content. But I think if you just throw it up there, I don't think money's going to come find you. You know, like I think you make excellent content. Excellent content. But
somewhat, sometimes.
Unless you promote yourself, though, who's going to come knocking on the door? You know, I think it takes a little effort. And I don't know. I would say.
I don't think it's going to come, like money's going to come from YouTube itself.
It could.
I think being out in the world and showing what you need to show.
Yeah. And like YouTube is your portfolio, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube helps you.
I was thinking about that because the dog is fully laid out. His microphone's in the way. Oh. Yeah. See, he just wanted to be with the family. I know. I showed you on the TV. So, like, you were talking to some hot air balloon pilots recently. And they're going to let you chase the hot air balloons.
Yeah, I got to call them tomorrow. Start setting that up.
So, once you have something like that in your portfolio on YouTube, then maybe you contact, you know, the aerodrome, chase an airplane. You can say, look, I already chased hot air balloons. Let me chase your airplane, you know, and you just keep leveling up like that. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily dropping into anybody's lap. I think, you know, you got to kind of go after it a little bit and keep showing what you could do.
You're always chasing the money. Eventually, hopefully one day the money does chase you.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, you know, Barkley's status, you know, he's got it.
He's already got it.
You know? He chased it one time, right?
He must have chased it.
Yeah,
he must have chased it at some point. But actually, in a way, though, I think chasing the money, like it is hard as us, you know, drone pilots. How are we going to make money off YouTube? We can't even get somebody to watch 30 seconds of a video, you know. But I would like to be able to make money just doing what we do and not chasing it. Like, so I like to fly. And I know that I'm trying to stay up for a live stream. I like to fly and I like to make videos off of, you know, the footage that I get. I think if I was chasing the money, I would be as straight on, it's pup breath. Yeah. You're an older guy, man.
It's horrible.
You're an older guy. It happens, you know? It happens.
It's horrible.
He always kind of had bad breath, though. Always, even as a puppy, you know, and puppies have that cute little puppy breath.
Rotten fish.
His was always a little off. I think his chemistry is a little off or something.
There's nothing living in that mouth.
He's got clean toofies. Show you toofies. But I think like chasing the money, I think would be doing something different, like trying to be a review girl, you know, like iJustine and just reviewing everything that comes out. That would be chasing it because that's not actually what I try. That's not what I enjoy, you know. I think if I was hardcore chasing it, For drone people, I think reviewers have the most views. I don't know. Why? What? Do you have something to say?
Yeah, he's been saying this whole time.
You want to do talking?
You just don't listen.
Why? You think he's got to go potty?
Probably.
We got to do Jasper intermission already?
Well, I can take him.
I've got an intermission button. Aww. You want to go see Maddie?
Yeah, he wants to go back to Florida.
Yeah.
He's ready.
It's okay to see Maddie, but it's not okay to see Barkley. You know why?
He doesn't like cats.
Well, because Barkley always says he wants to steal him.
Oh.
Yeah. So don't go near Barkley.
He'd be a rich pup.
He chased the money when he was younger. And now he's got it. He gets
it all.
He gets all the pizzas he wants.
Pizza? Labby's pizza?
Jasper's favorite foods? Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Cheeseburger. Steak. And you always get him his favorite desserts.
Corn muffins.
And
butter cookies.
Linden's butter crunch. The ones that stick in your teeth a little bit. Hey, look, I see Shane Stevens is here. Mendez Drone Ops came in. Hi, guys. Leonard from JSK Enterprise is here. God bless America. Awesome. Glad to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh, I don't think I said Gardo Rotor earlier either. I saw confused. I don't think I said Gardo. Hey, Gardo.
He was in the shower.
Oh.
Maybe get clean.
Oh, and Marcel's in here. Hey, Marcel. Yeah, exactly. Corn muffins are the shit.
Toasted with extra butter.
Extra butter. Butter makes everything delicious. If I say butter, he normally picks his head up. He loves butter. So let me see what else I have from the
But he's super picky. That's all he likes.
It's true.
I mean, he'll eat other things like turkey and cheese, but
he's a fussy little boy.
he's picky.
This is what we're going to do now?
He's tired.
But he has to participate, right? He has to be here.
It's Uncle Bill. But Jasper. Well,
So
I'm awake. I'm awake.
So, yeah, so you're saying
I'm
he
here.
falls asleep during live streams? He's too tired. Look at his face. Speaking of Uncle Bill pointed out to us all that even if I do get monetized, Max is probably going to demonetize it. First of all, with the Maxi crack.
It's not nice.
Uncle Bill
Delete
sent
that
it.
thing.
Uncle Bill sent it. He said crack kills, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Maxi crack. That's going to be the first hashtag when I start to have giveaways in a couple of weeks. We'll do hashtag Maxi crack. Oh, but the other way we're going to demonetize the stream, well, should I say? All right. Some comments from Max last week. I played a video from Yellow Rose Drones. Actually, I have another one tonight. But last week, he had a video of an abandoned copper pit mine in Arizona. And what did you say about that?
I'd fill that hole.
I want to put it.
That's in the chat.
It's in the chat. All right. So it didn't count until now.
So you demonetized yourself.
I demonetized myself. Ah, man. So yeah, I do have some viewer videos. Actually, let me get my little cheat sheet of what we got going on tonight. Cheat sheet. You can't see it.
Nope.
You can't see it. Yeah. So, all right. So I have 4 viewer videos. Maybe we should jump right in. Maybe we should jump right in with a video from Joe America. You know, Joe America is a new pilot. He's only just started, but he's already doing a really nice job. And he was particularly proud of this video that he made. Hey, stop. He made of a lighthouse. So let's check out his video, and then I'll tell you why I like it. All right. I thought that looked really nice. And you know what I wanted to say about that is for a new pilot, I think that Joe is doing some really nice moves with the drone. I mean, he had different angles, different kind of shots. He, you know, he was doing an orbit. He panned up, he panned down. I thought he was doing really nice camera work for a new pilot. What do you think? I thought that looked
very
good.
nice.
He's he flies with Johnny sometimes. He's down in
Yeah, they just flew just recently together.
Did they? Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was really good stuff, Joe. Thanks for sending that in.
It takes talent to fly any drone.
Absolutely. It's
it's moving your roll and your yaw and your gimbal and
making it look
make
smooth.
sure you don't hit a chimney like Art.
What? Did Art hit a chimney?
Yeah, it is. Oh, and they didn't hit it. He almost hit it.
Oh, look, let's say hi to Bob Casey.
But it happens to all of us.
It does happen
we
to all of
forget
us.
about the littlest things. Little branch sticking out. Whoops.
Aerial images by Doug is here. Johnny Drone Flyer.
Chris Hope.
Chris Hope's in the chat. All right. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I think I was talking to, and Robbie's here, Travel Tech 360.
What's up, Robbie?
I was talking to someone, I think it was Ashley, Wedge and Big's wife. I was talking about how, you know, when we edit our videos, we're cutting out a lot of garbage. You know, especially in the beginning, like, or me still now, but especially in the beginning, you're cutting out a lot of garbage.
I cut out a lot of things. I just don't, I don't know. When I'm doing an edit, it just doesn't feel right for the song, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's for the song.
Like doing a straight, like it's a fast song and I'm just doing a straight line. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. Or sometimes, like, I like the whole, oh, and by the way, Joe, I apologize. I did cut down your video a little bit for time, but I thought it was a really good job all the way through. But yeah, you know, it's, I in the beginning, I can think of a few times where I almost went sideways into a tree. I didn't, but I almost did.
I've done that a million times.
Well, it's because you push yourself. I've only done it a few, but I don't push
With the
myself.
Phantom.
That's right. Isn't that
All the toy drones.
Did we ever tell that story?
What? Which one? There's a million.
Well, the story of putting my drone into a tree. You don't remember? I think I even have this video. So
It's queued up. Who's she playing?
now the cat's here. Everyone wants to distract us tonight. So what happened was, well, you know, we started out sharing a Phantom 4. That was our first real drone. And then I decided to buy my own because he flew that thing like he was already an FPV pilot. And I wanted to have my
Phantom
own.
meant to be raced.
It was always in sport mode. And he was always doing something
55 miles an
crazy
hour.
with it. So I got my own so I could baby it. But this one day I came home and I think, was that your first leg repair?
What? Took your drone?
Yeah, something.
Why did
was,
I take your drone? My drone
I
was
don't
broken?
remember, maybe. But so Max used my drone.
Or was this in Beacon?
Yes. And so what he said was that the drone went a little crazy and it kind of hit a tree, but he said he ran across the road and he caught it. You remember?
Now I remember.
He said he ran across the road and he caught it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe
Should
he
have took the
caught it.
SD card out.
So my drone was out of commission for a little bit. It had to be fixed, whatever. So finally I'm able to use it. And I take some pictures because I was more into pictures at the time. And yeah, when I went looking at the memory card, I was like, what is this video? And I said, oh, honey, look, we're going to see you catch the drone. And his son was there, and he's like, well, this is where you just have to come clean. You know, it's like teaching a lesson about lying. Because he didn't catch my drone. But actually, you probably could have kept it going, because in the footage, it hits the branches and then it kind of like stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't actually see it hit the ground. But yeah, I thought for sure we were going to see your hero moment caught on camera. I don't remember why you took mine, though. Oh, question from Marcel. I don't know what any of that means.
I haven't done wings yet, so I have no knowledge of them, because because wings don't have a rudder, so you're mixing your elevator and your ailerons together. So something I want to get into, but I haven't tried a wing yet. But on my jets, I'm mixing my, making tailorons and elevons and ruddervons, and starts getting a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
And one of my jets has thrust vectoring. I haven't done it yet, but it's crazy. I've seen videos of doing it, but it's too much for me right now. Still learning the jets.
Some of those things with the jets, I mean,
But
they're a little scary. But
I've already done a flat spin with my Raptor.
Really?
I've done, it'll hold itself on its right on its nose. It has that much power.
They've got a lot
And pretty much like you can just stall it and hold it there and then just flip it over and take off.
Really?
Yeah, that
just
Raptor's
flat and take off?
That
Wow.
Raptor's got a lot of power.
No, I think they're a little intimidating how powerful they are.
Mm-hmm.
Those jets.
Yeah, they take a little bit. Once they get going, then they're going. But it takes a minute for them to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you need like a long takeoff? What am I trying to say?
Well,
runway?
The runway, in a sense, needs to be doesn't need to be too long, because you can get it up in the air pretty fast. But on landing, you need a lot.
Oh.
Because you want to come in fast, because you don't want to stall out.
Right, and it takes a while to slow it down because it was going so fast.
Yeah, and then right before you land, you flare out, so you lose all that speed. When you come in and give it nose, so it flares and loses all the speed.
I don't know, I like flying the airplanes. I think I would be too afraid to fly a jet.
Yeah, I'm afraid to fly.
I was going to
jets.
ask you if you're afraid to fly a jet.
But I just send that shit.
I know you.
It's either going to come back or it's going to come back in a million pieces. You always find it. They're usually pretty big.
The pieces. Don't you have a puzzle to put together? Didn't you have a video where you landed pretty hard and it exploded into like 20 different pieces? Did you ever put that one together?
Yeah, the only thing not done is I think the very front piece of the nose, and that's it. The rest of it's all back together.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a little bit heavier now.
With all the glue?
With all the hot glue. But...
Hey, let's play another viewer video. I was just talking about Yellow Rose drone. He had that copper mine last week with the big hole in the ground. This week, he's got some saguaro cactus. Isn't that awesome? I've always wanted to see saguaro cactus.
Mm-hmm.
Have you too?
Yeah. I was out in Arizona, but I didn't see them. But I didn't go down that far because I think they're more southern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
was in
know.
Arizona, just passing through.
I think Lee went on a pretty awesome trip because he's been putting up a lot of videos from out west, and I think he's from Texas, but yeah, those are from Arizona, and I think he asked someone where he could go to see the saguaro cactus. And I think, you know what? I remember the first time I thought that I would really love to see them someday. You know when it was? Watching Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. I loved Roadrunner when I was a kid. Like, I really think I went around saying meep meep all the time.
Jerry, I would feel it's either my Raptor or my MiG-29 is my fastest two jets. They both have twin 90mm fans in them, and I never got to open up the MiG because that one only got one flight. It's my very first. But yeah, I feel they're probably somewhere around there. I feel the Raptor's probably about 140, 150.
They're crazy.
I've had that, topped out. That's what it looked like. I don't know. It was fast. I don't know. I never had a speed gun put on them, but probably somewhere close to that. Faster than my fastest drone, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I tried chasing them, but I was no good at chasing the jets.
Nah, I gotta fly the jet slow, and they're telling me I fly too fast.
I need
and I'm
a
like, I
lot
can't fly no
more.
slower. I'm gonna fly the sky.
I need a lot more practice to chase jets. That I know.
Ed's here. What's up, Ed?
Yeah, Ed's in the chat. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Cowboy cactus.
Mhm.
All right. Am I the only Roadrunner fan? What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
Favorite?
Yeah.
I watched so many. I don't know if I had a favorite. Well, I loved Bionic 6. And I don't know, that one's just popping in my head. I don't know what other ones, because I used to watch it every morning before school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd wake up early, no less. Like, why would I wake up?
You woke up early to see a cartoon?
It was a good cartoon.
Oh. Didn't you watch like Thundercats and stuff like that?
Yeah, I watched Thundercats too. The first one, they were naked.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
Yep, very first one, they were naked, no clothes.
Oh no. What
I've done it too.
What's that called? What you got for your jets? Afterburner? What is that?
Oh yeah, and one of my F-16s has a LED afterburner kit in it. So with the throttle, light's a different color. It's blue when I'm like below half. Then it goes to an amber or red, and then an amber then red. It's got tin foil on the inside.
Oh right.
Well, not tin foil. It's like foil tape.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Look, Dominic said he's a Roadrunner fan. Looks like. See, I already mentioned to you, Dominic. That's what Australia looks like to us. It just looks like, right when you.
I ate kangaroo last Saturday.
You ate kangaroo?
Yeah, it was meat from Australia. Charlie got it.
No.
Didn't you watch my video?
Yeah, but I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Oh. You can't eat kangaroo. He's trying to catch
you. Eat deer? Deer are pretty.
I know, they are pretty.
You chase them with your drone all the time.
I get a little footage and then I back off because I'm not trying to harass. But I told you about the time I went under that tree because I was looking at the buck with the huge antlers, and all of a sudden 2 little Bambis shot out and started running all over the place. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
I was with you.
I never used that footage.
I know. I was there chasing deer too.
So Wedge and Big. He wants to know how I almost cost you $50 in my last video.
She would have cost herself sitting in a chair watching her drone fly.
You know what though?
I've hit another pilot, but I've never came, except for that one time hitting Scott at the track. That was the only time.
When
I've
you
ever
put
hit
it
him.
into slow motion, though, it was your fault.
No, it's my track. It's your fault.
Point. See, we both.
You shouldn't be on the track, Rookie.
If anyone didn't see my latest video, we are at the drift track chasing the cars, and Max and I fly together because he's usually right up on the car, and I'm not that close. I mean, I try to be close. I am not as close as he is. So
50.
What's that?
Keep going.
Oh, so yeah, so we are able to fly at the same time and chase the same exact cars, and a lot of times I get them in my shot, which I like that too. But yeah, this one clip, which is in my video, I feel like you were coming from a different part of the track. And I was chasing this car pretty hard, and he came from this other part of the track.
You were not chasing that car hard. You were chasing that car.
I was in.
You were en route to chase.
I was
that
in
car.
hot pursuit of that car, and you came and jumped in. And yeah, if you see how close I came, I wonder if I could even boot up that one part. Let me see. Bear with me because I didn't plan on showing.
I don't
this
feel you
one.
touched me, but it had to be less than an inch.
Yeah, it was really close.
Because I didn't see any. I don't know. I didn't see any jolts in my camera, but
All
I
right,
just
let's
saw
see if
you
I
go
can
right
skip
by.
ahead. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Just want us to break
I was
Mr.
just
Glass.
gonna ask you, where are you gonna go and wait? That was close.
Did you see Tony actually clipped a picture from that video and put in like drone community or something?
I thought I saw something. Thank you, Tony. I was busy trying to get ready for the stream tonight, so I didn't really get into Facebook too much. But I thought I was like, isn't that your drone?
I would have loved to seen your ground footage, your B-roll of you just sitting there all in a chair when I'm flying your drone because you broke mine.
Oh, because yours is broken and mine's still
Kicking
flyable.
rocks. Flying her Phantom.
I would fly the Phantom. I would. I've flown the Phantom at the track, and it gets you some different. See, this is what's interesting. I think that you can get different
In
drones.
his pictures, I had a full battery.
Nice. But different drones get you different angles and different views. Like I've used the Phantom 4 at the drift track, and the shot that I actually really like, besides getting the whole, scenic shot and then coming on in, I like looking straight down and seeing the cars go by sideways right underneath the drone, like, that top down shot.
Yep.
It's a different drone. Obviously, you're not going to chase, but even that gets you different shots at the drift track.
Or
and
in the reverse shot.
Yeah,
coming towards
backing up. Yeah. So, it's funny. I was thinking that wasn't my fault at all. But to your point, it's your track. So it is my fault just for being there. It's like being an uninsured driver on the road. It's like, even if it wasn't your fault, it's your fault because you shouldn't have been there. Right? Yes, we are communicating. I took.
Well, in a sense, yes and no. Because, I mean, when we're flying together, like she said, I'm usually right on the bumper of the car.
Yeah.
Something happened there where I probably just came out because obviously, like I said, I had a full battery, so I didn't do much chasing.
Oh, that's right. So maybe you just came out.
So
and
I just
tried
came
to jump
out,
in.
and man, that's probably what it was. But
there are
when
other
she's in the goggles, I usually, because we do take turns, and I'll go in the goggles with her and tell her to do some different things.
He'll give me some tips. If he's flying and I'm not flying at the same time, I'll call out who's on which track because there are 2 tracks going on. So, and we have our favorite drivers to chase. Yeah. So I might call out, that maybe there's a 5-car tandem on the oval, or a car he really likes is over on the L track, and you're great at track hopping too. Yeah. Like that comes out really nice in the footage. But when we're both in the goggles, I usually don't have to worry about stepping on his toes because he's practically climbing up underneath the car into the smoke, and I'm like back here somewhere. But I think we were talking a lot though during the competition because
David.
David Lorenzo. Because I think, well, like I said in that clip, like I was just going to ask you where you're going to go and wait. Like that was the scary part. When we were done chasing the car, we would both be heading back to the starting line to get ready for the next car because it was a competition. And I think I was just going to ask you where you were going to go next.
Then I'm also lower than her usually.
Yeah.
I always hover at the ground level, and she's always sitting up a little bit.
Yeah. We definitely get different shots.
Different heights.
Yeah. But mostly you're just like really close.
But I fly with other FPV pilots, and we both say before we go up, hey, if it happens, it happens.
True.
It's going to happen. One swings wide and one comes in a little wider.
You've almost collided with Scott.
Well, I have
head on.
Well, me and Scott hit head on. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, we both. No, he fell to the ground, but he turtle mode back out.
Yeah.
But no, the POS was okay. He hit the POS.
He hit the POS.
That was Mr. Glass. Yeah, just did some crazy yaw spin and recovered.
Oh, David's just stopping by. It's halftime.
Oh, but see, look at all the games on tonight.
Yeah, Max is just
right before
stopping by
here, DRL's on, Vanny's in third, and
then he moved up to second.
And then he went and spun up. And
Max didn't want to be here, you guys. He wanted to be watching DRL.
So why don't we just change this? Why don't we put DRL up on here and we could all watch it together? And then you could get blocked.
We can get blocked.
That's actually I'm not a big sport person, but I do like football. I don't mind watching football. I've never been to a game yet. Baseball's I don't really like watching on TV. It's definitely more fun in person.
Yeah, I think baseball to me gets a little long on TV because it's really just a battle between the pitcher and whoever is at bat. And everyone else is kind of waiting around to see how that battle's going to turn out, if he's going to hit the ball or strike out or whatever. But a lot of it is just between those two.
But I like drone racing. That's cool.
It is cool. They pick good locations too. Oh, look.
Hanover's drone's cool. The disco.
Michael's watching it. We'll be waiting for live updates. Thank you.
Don't ruin it for me. I have it on pause right now.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
No more clicking on Mike because he'll be sharing everything. Block him.
All right, so Joe is listening to us and he's got football on and muted. Aw, thank you, Joe. Baseball is better in person. I agree with that. So okay, I have one more viewer video, and I don't know if Danish is here tonight. Has anyone
He's
seen
never
Danish?
here.
Yes, he is. Danish is usually here, but I'm scrolling back and I don't see him.
Skip that video.
I'll skip it until he shows up, I guess. Unless he's lurking. Danish, are you lurking?
Let's see.
Microphone test. So he likes watching hockey, basketball, and baseball in person, but they suck on TV. I agree with all three. Oh, I agree with all four because I think football is better on TV. You can see more of the action.
True. Yeah.
If you're there,
They
everything
got all
is
those drone cameras.
everything's so far away.
I love all those new cameras. Ones that go sideways and up with the players and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like an actual drone chasing them. Looks like a video game.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
He's
lurking. I don't know. I don't see him. I had a really cool FPV video from him. But all right, I'll hold on to it for now. It's funny because I was going to ask I was reading, okay. I was reading
Truth, Jenna.
I was reading the specs. This is the specs. I don't know if you can see this. This is the specs on what Danish was flying. And I was trying to figure out, like, is that obviously it's an FPV drone, but I was trying to figure out, can you tell from this? Is he analog? Is he digital? What is all this?
Yeah, he's digital.
He's digital?
Yep. Yeah, the CAT-X Vista. Nebula is the air unit itself, and then the run cam is the lens.
Okay.
He's 6S.
Yeah, I see 6S.
She talks all this drone stuff, and she don't know nothing.
Well, no, I don't know about these parts. Well, he's talking about what kind of ESCs and what kind of, you know, there's a lot of information there.
Well, I mean, in a sense, it's all the same. It's just who are you getting it from? Which
The
brand?
vendor.
Because
Yeah.
it's all the same. You know, they make all kinds of different motors, obviously, you know, KV wise, but certain KVs are for a certain amount of battery power you're going to put to them. Can you put higher power or higher KV motors on higher power? Sure. But you coming into burning motors up and things not working right.
Now, is there, okay, this is FPV question. So, hey there, Junk Pick. So I apologize to all my GPS people, but in FPV, is everyone moving to digital? Are people moving away from analog?
No.
No?
No, because there's still some people that still do analog.
Because they prefer
And then they
it?
went to digital analog, which is like Fat Shark and Walk Snail, and
Yeah.
there's new systems of analog out there. But when I think digital, I think of DJI.
Yeah. Yeah.
But DJI has the head of the game for the digital world. You know, there's other people coming out with it, but it's like DJI's old stuff.
Yeah. But like, is there any benefit to sticking with analog?
Probably in time, you know, when this remote shit comes out and you want to be a guerrilla flyer.
Ah,
Because I'm sure there's some in these air units too, you know?
Yeah.
It's only a little
true.
chip. That's all it is.
It's kind of like we all went to cell phones, but when a storm hits, you still want that one that plugs into the wall.
That one will still work.
That one will still work, hopefully. Hopefully.
But I'm still keeping my analog stuff. Am I going to fly it anymore? Sure, I'll bust it out every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
The range on the digital is more, right? Or is it, what about that Tango, though? That went far, right?
Well, that's your controller. Now we're stepping off on a different whole band. See, she's confused.
Well, I just know that the Tango, like that was for distance. That was so you could go farther, right?
So we were just talking about air units, which is vision. Now you're talking about receiving. So there's sending and receiving.
They're not part of the same system.
I mean, your air unit, in a sense, sends and receives because you have telemetry coming back as, like, you know, your voltage, and could be how far you're away. It all depends on how you set it up, you know?
Yeah.
But we were just talking about air units, and air units is vision only.
Oh.
Or you can have the air units with DJI's receiver built in to where you're using that black remote.
Oh, so there's a lot of different variables.
Yep.
Okay.
Pick one.
Did you guys see the thumbnail that I made for tonight? Like, I have on my digital goggles.
It does get confusing, but if just like I say everything, if you break everything down to little pieces, like you just think about like your remote and what's that doing, just figure that out. Once you got that figured out, go over to, you know, your vision. And then once you got that figured out, but when it comes to a drone, yeah, you got motors, you got an ESC, you got a BC, you got a voltage regulator, you know,
flight controller,
what camera you're using, how much VTX power you're pushing out, what channel you're on.
All right.
But
this brings me to my next
it's simple if you just break it down a little, just like a motor. Motor's got, you know, X amount of moving parts.
It's not simple.
Sure it is. A motor is simple.
So look, this is what Kim sent to me. She said, I saw a post yesterday from an FPV pilot in Florida who was ranting about people who fly the DJI FPV drone, claiming to be FPV pilots. I was legit shocked and kind of mad. I know you had mentioned that these guys do that, but WTF. Anyway, just know that that's not the stance of all FPV pilots, especially us. We watched Max rip that drone 2 weekends in a row, and if that is not flying FPV, then none of us qualify.
I mean, everybody in a sense is flying FPV.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that just like don't like that drone. Or just really don't like DJI in general.
But that's what I was talking about. I think they don't like that drone because someone like me, who is not that knowledgeable, which you have just proved. I mean, I am not that knowledgeable. I didn't have to build my own drone and tune it and, you know, learn battery maintenance and learn all of this stuff. And learn how to bind it to my goggles, and I didn't have to do any of that.
Well, you did one time.
I took that.
You did one time when you first got the drone. You had to do everything. That drone sat in a box for what, 3 weeks?
You talking about Bob Casey? My drone didn't sit in a box for 3 weeks. Are you nuts? He wanted to go bowling, and I was like, "Can we just go fly my drone first? Like, I just got it. I want to fly it."
Yeah, I'm thinking day night. She wants to go fly drones, you know.
I'm like, "Can't we go to the park first?"
Mister, an adult drink. She's got coffee.
I've got coffee tonight, but yeah, I think that's the problem, though, is that someone who worked their way up from buying a frame and motors and ESC and flight controller and all this stuff and wiring it all up and then I just took that out of the box.
That was my very first one. I had to build it.
You built for a long time.
They didn't make bottom flies back then.
People don't even realize that he started
today you
with
don't
building.
even have to do tuning. You know, it's already tuned for, you know, pretty much like if you buy a bind and fly or ready to fly, it's tuned, ready to go. You got to go.
He's got to go.
All right. Mom will take over. All right. I got to make, you know what? Black out the screen just in case my shorts are just a little too low.
Well, here. Oh, right. We don't want to show crack, huh?
I don't want to demonetize her, you know?
All right. This is what we'll do. You ready? I'm going to play a video, and this is how you escape without anyone seeing. Okay?
Forever.
Go with Max. He didn't even go. Would you go? Go do potty. Go. Hurry up. It's like he didn't even want to go. Am I like really white? I should turn off one of these lights. Hold on a second. It's so bad. Oh, that looks kind of creepy. I don't know. I have such a hard time with the lights because, well, for him it is. I have such a hard time with the lights because I am so white and Max is darker than I am and he needs a little extra lighting. So I always have this lighting issue going on. Yeah, I think so too, Mr. FPV. But you know, I think I was talking about it in my first live stream. I was talking about how like that people just get angry. They get angry at the DJI FPV flyers, like calling themselves FPV flyers because it's the DJI drone. And you know, I agree. It's cheating. I didn't really have to learn all of this stuff in order to wear goggles and fly my drone that way. And, you know, back when Max started, he had to get all of these parts and put them together and try to make something that would fly and fly, like obey his commands, basically. Yes, I agree with that, Mark. We're technically all FPV. And I think the difference really is GPS flying versus full manual acro flying, I guess. But, you know, I know. Okay. I know. Like I can't get far enough away from these lights. I like every time before this stream, I am trying to figure out how to do the lights. So that's an ongoing, oh hey Crypto Man. That's an ongoing issue. But yeah, I think that there is a bit of well, what I compared it to in show number 1, when I was talking about it for a while, I think I compared it to boy bands because, you know, you could take, I think like traditional FPV flyer is like, you know, your 70s rock band. You know, it took them a long time to learn those instruments, learn how to play together, learn how to write music, write lyrics, put it all together. You got to get discovered. It took them all this work to become like, you know, a big time band. And then along comes like big Mr. Producer and plucks like 5 good looking boys out of the crowd and makes a boy band. And boom, they're more famous. They're international famous. And they didn't really do anything to get there. And I feel like that's the DJI FPV flyers. Like, they didn't do anything to get there. They didn't work for it. They just got their drone from DJI and they won't even have to fix it when it breaks. They could just send it back and DJI will fix it. So in a way, we're cheating. But as I heard, I think it was Tom from Lens Capture Online. He was on a live stream the other night and he said, don't begrudge me. Don't begrudge me because I found an easier way to do it. He's like, you know, this is what they're selling. I bought one. I'm flying. I'm enjoying it, you know. But I was laughing at that. Don't begrudge me. Totally. Like, don't begrudge me that I fly DJI FPV. I know it's not the same. I haven't even taken it out of sport mode yet. Like, I know I'm not as skilled as real acro flyers, but you know what? I'm enjoying myself. I'll get there one of these days. Let me see. What do we got? Yeah. Boy bands. Exactly. I'm a boy band flyer. So, you know, what can I say? I think, yep. But I think that people really do get bent out of shape about it. And that's the part I don't really understand, like why, you know. DJI opens their FPV to their air system. Yeah, well, you know, I think flying digital, you know, Max flies the DJI FPV, and as everyone says, like he flies it like none other. But you know, he started with regular FPV drones, tuned nicely, obeying his every command, and so he's flying a drone that isn't as what's the word? It doesn't react as quickly or nicely or precisely as the Cohost 2 that he would usually fly. And I think he'll be converting to digital on those, because the thing that he got when he got the DJI POS, as we call it, when he got the DJI FPV, we were in Florida and he started flying way out over the water chasing jet skis, and he probably wouldn't have had the confidence to go quite that far with his Cohost 2. He did fly it over the water because he's a confident flyer, and actually at our first meetup in Florida, he was flying under the docks with his Cohost 2. So, I mean, he is a brave flyer, but when you're getting pretty far away chasing a jet ski, it's a little bit nerve-wracking to be, you know, in analog. So I think, yeah, not as agile. I don't know if that's exactly the word I was thinking, but yeah, not as locked in something. It's not. It is floaty. It's definitely floaty. Funny thing, I was watching an older video. Max has been going through some of his older videos recently, and he had one up on his computer the other night, and I was watching him fly, and I said, that is not the DJI FPV, because like all of his movements were just so precise, you know, and I know that the POS does not react in that way. But I mean, on the other hand, I think you have to be a really good pilot to fly it the way that he does. So, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. You guys are going kind of fast. Let's see. Oh, is that what we're talking about? Oh, demonetized. Demonetized. It's true though. I mean, I would say even for me, you know, I did spend some time on a simulator, and I did fly a drone that Max had. I flew it in horizon mode, not full acro. But I felt like I was doing pretty well, and I felt like I was getting the feel of it. And then the DJI FPV did not respond the way I thought it would, or the way everything else, you know, that I had practiced on and worked on. It's different with that built-in roll or whatever it has. I don't know. It's a little weird and it's a little floaty, but you know, I've been having a blast with it. And without it, I don't know if I would have had the guts to do as much as I have done, especially like chasing drift cars and that sort of thing. Like, I don't know if I would have been doing it if I didn't have the DJI FPV. So, well, yeah, Mr. FPV, everybody likes to, I don't know. I think there's a few like little elitist clubs out there. You know what I mean? Like, I like to think that we're just all one big happy community of drone flyers, but I think there are a few elitist clubs out there, either with, you know, their flying spots or their flying equipment, or, you know, they're the real pilots, or they're not pilots, they're hobbyists. You know, there's all kinds of warring factions out there, but I don't know. I like to think that we're all part of the same awesome community. You think it would grow on you? Oh, maybe. I think it's a little weird at first, though. I mean, I thought it was weird, and I hadn't flown a lot of FPV drones, but I thought it was a little weird. It handles a little weird, but do you, Maddie? I would consider it because you could fly it with goggles, and I love flying with goggles. So I can, I could see it having its purpose. It could have its moments when I think it would definitely be fun. I don't want to spend full price on it, but maybe next year when it comes down a little, when it's not the latest and greatest. But I will admit that when the Mini 3 came out, I kind of wanted that too, but that's not a goggle drone. So I think that's why I kind of X that out of my consideration. But yeah, then how do they do it? They always make you want the latest thing, don't they? It's like everyone in the community is talking about it. And then, I don't know, it makes you want it. It makes you want the latest thing. Oh, well, that's awesome. Did those existing air units go on sale or anything too? Because I know to convert over, might need to get a few of them. Yeah, I don't think that I have any interest in the motion controller, actually. I don't know. Max just mailed one of his out. To Uncle Bill. That's right. That went out in the mail today to Uncle Bill. He's going to try it. Oh, that's right. Maddie will be a pilot Saturday. Oh, 2 days. How's your studying going, Maddie? Has everyone asked you that? Has everyone been asking you how's the studying going? Oh, hey, Herman. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think, oh, wait. The Mini 3 will work with the goggles too. I don't really have a problem with the DJI goggles. I mean, I like them. I've heard, that you can just see miraculously out of the new goggles, but everyone's complaining about them fogging up and everything. I don't know. I wouldn't feel the need to upgrade the goggles. The one thing, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the one complaint I had about the other goggles is that they are kind of big, and they were kind of big on my head. And I found that they would fall down my face a little bit. So while I'm flying, I'm actually like this. I'm smiling, trying to hold the goggles up on my cheeks a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel the need to upgrade. If somehow I came upon the smaller goggles, I'd definitely use them. Aw, ask Santa. Yes, he did, Uncle Bill. He sent it out. I got him a box, and I got him bubble wrap. And he sent it out today. So it's on its way to you. Have fun with the motion controller. Yeah, I guess he has no interest in it. And I don't know. I guess I don't really either. So, oh, is that what Santa's going to give him for passing his test? Good luck, Maddie. I'm waiting for Max to come back because, oh, are you going to fill in? Are you back? Huh? You going to fill in? Okay. Yeah, I wanted Max to come back before I played the next video. And I don't see Danish around either, because I was going to play the video from Danish Stallion, but I don't see him around either. Oh, is that what they call the motion controller? They call the motion controller the dildo stick? Am I allowed to say that? Am I demonetized? Shh. Yeah, I don't know, Uncle Bill. Why does everyone want to make fun of you falling asleep? I studied off of the internet. I found, what's his name? I found a course. Well, I didn't find it. Actually, Max sent it to me. Max sent me a course online. I think the guy's name was Tony. And I forget what his wife's name was. But I felt like it was a pretty good prep for the test, but it would have been better maybe to go with one of these services, just because there's like new stuff. So when I was studying, definitely you can't study maps enough. You have, even though they have the map key right there, they have everything you need to know right there, but it's still like when you're trying to figure out where you're allowed. Yes, Tony and Chelsea, exactly. I used theirs. What do you look? So, but it was, so they did a lot about the maps. They did about the weather. Like, I felt it was a really good base course, but there was, when I took my test, there was a lot more on, I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was like, I don't know, like different kind of like drug use type things, like when you should be operating a drone, when you shouldn't be operating a drone. Like, there were a lot of things. I feel like it would be better. Theirs is a great course, and actually, I mean, I passed my test. I passed with I think I got like an 86, something like that, and I think it was outdated compared to what was on the test now. So I think it would be good to use a course that's a little bit more updated. I don't know if Tony and Chelsea have updated theirs at all. I don't know if they have like a newer version out, but I know the version that, I mean, I thought I studied a lot and studied really well, and there was some stuff on the test. I was like, oh, this wasn't part of their study course, but it was free. You know, I didn't pay for it. Also, I think Max and I had downloaded some stuff from online from the FAA website. So there was a booklet that we kind of went through a little bit, but I do think I got most of the information from Tony and Chelsea, but yeah, when I was actually taking the test, it felt a little bit outdated, maybe. Jasper 420. You know, Jasper goes with him for boys' time. We call it boys' time when he goes out to smoke. Like, Jasper always goes out for boys' time. And if I try to go outside and like chat with Max and stuff like that, I get like side eye from Jasper. Like, this isn't my time. It's not my time to be there. It's boys' time. So yeah. Well, I mean, I guess while I'm waiting for Max, I mean, I guess I could do, it's not an analytics thing, but what's the matter now? Oh, you stop. Just get it. I don't, I know that they want remote ID in the near future, but I think it's going to be a while before they can get it into every drone that's for sale. I don't know. I think we've got some time. Just an opinion, I guess. So, all right. I'm going to just talk really quickly, since Max isn't here because he gets bored with this. But I'm going to talk about copyright claim and copyright strike. Do you guys know the difference? And the reason I bring it up is because when I'm going to play videos, I prefer them to be copyright free. And sometimes people send me a video and they say it's copyright free, but there is actually a copyright claim on it. So I'm just going to tell you the difference real quick. Copyright claim is something that's identified by YouTube's content ID system. So they have a system that pretty much searches every video for sound, but also for visuals. So if you take a part of someone else's video and you put your own song to it, or you do a voiceover or something, they'll still identify the visual. They'll identify a still picture, and certainly they identify music. So someone can put a claim on their content, and basically the claim says that, you know, someone else owns it. What are you laughing about?
He smells the corn cake.
Corn cake.
Yeah.
It's his favorite. Jasper got Max got Jasper corn muffin. So anyway, since you weren't here, I started to do copyright claim and copyright strike.
He's empty right now, so he needs to fill up again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
The lighting change?
I turned one off because I look like Casper. I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Mm-hmm. Corn muffin. That's for Jasper. And if you could see him back here, he's licking his chops. Oh, look at, there's his little face. So basically the difference between copyright claim and copyright strike both mean that someone else owns that content, but it's really just how the owner wants to handle it. So if there's a copyright claim, that means the owner is just going to lay claim to it. They could decide if they want any money that you make off of that video, or they can just use your video for tracking analytics or statistics, you know, related to their song or something.
Which is 100% okay to use if you're not looking to make money.
Right.
There could be a possibility down the road that your video will be blocked because they don't want to share in the outside world anymore, which most of the time you stole that music anyways, and it's downloaded into your computer.
Yeah.
So you got it, so be happy.
But that's the risk of using copyright claimed music, is at some point in the future, the owner of that might decide to give you the strike.
But now a strike, they'll let you know before you make that video public, so you're not in trouble. If you decide to open that video up, then you're going to get a warning. And that warning, which we talked about, will always be there.
Warnings last forever.
Your mom gave you a warning, and then she beat your butt. Say I said butt.
Yeah, she doesn't give you future warnings.
Nope.
You get one warning.
One warning.
And it lasts forever. And anything in the future, you get a strike.
You get beat.
But yeah, the difference really just comes down to how the owner of the material wants to handle it. So one of the benefits of getting monetized is that if someone else uses your content, uses your video, and YouTube's content ID system finds it, they will let you know. And then you have a choice of whether you want to claim that material or say no, they are not allowed to use it, in which case they get a strike. Mm-hmm. You can strike people.
Yep, you can strike people. You can upload a video and they say it's okay, and then give you a strike after it's uploaded because somebody doesn't like it.
Yeah. Now,
yep, I got my warning.
I was going to say, now, who are the artists that you've encountered that really just give you the strike?
Oh, right off the way, it's usually pretty much any song from AC/DC.
Don't bother.
I feel, what's another one? U2.
U2, yep.
It's more European people than or European bands.
Yeah.
Bands. There was another one too that I don't use anymore. They make great music. Let me share it.
Yeah. You know, you would think that people would want
Let me download it for free and I'll share it for you. Free advertising. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, once you share things of other people's that have music, or even just say somebody else's channel that's showing some news or a photo that they leaked, YouTube lets them know, and it's up to them if they want to let it be shared. Or
have you ever tried Queen?
I know I have it in my download, but I don't think I've ever used it just because of that
Don't
reason.
bother. Yeah, don't use any AC/DC
Nope.
song. That's why when I started my channel, when Max got me the DJI FPV because I wanted to just document my progress with it. Yeah, I feel the same way, Dominic. I would say it's free advertising, but when people own stuff, you know, I guess how else are even especially smaller bands? I mean, how would they be getting money for their stuff, you know? But I mean, AC/DC, calm down, right? They've made their money. I would think that they would still want to be relevant with
Still
people
wanna
using
make
their
it,
songs.
because they're still alive.
But yeah, what happened was
I don't blame
but you made such an excellent edit with an AC/DC song. I
them. Well,
loved
the
it.
song was great. The footage, I mean, it was good at the time, but I sucked back then.
No, it was such a good edit. And it was to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. It was
Yeah,
at the
badass song.
track.
I mean, bad butt song.
Bad butt. Yeah, no
You need
go.
a censor.
No go. But yeah, he spent all this time. It's so many cuts. So every time he's like, thunder. Those are 2 cuts right there, right? Thunder. It was like so many cuts. He showed me his timeline. It's like just all this chopped up video, and it was so good. And after hours and hours and hours of editing,
Days.
days.
My computer always crashes.
Yep, that's right. It was like, nope.
No, I don't think back then, because
You
I think
put
I was,
it up and then they took it down.
I was shooting at 2.7 back then. It doesn't like 4K. I mean, it does it, but I need a better computer. Because
Yeah.
pretty soon I'm going to 8.
I got shut down for showing Laurel and Hardy. Oh, see, sometimes
Yeah, you just
people are
don't know.
yeah.
In a sense, like these shows, if you want to do stuff like this, you have to do an unlisted show and show everything to YouTube first for them to approve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you're doing 2 shows in one. That's why Ken only shows certain things. And then I guess you need to get approval
For what?
from, like, say when he shows those jets in them, which they just released another video.
Yeah.
I want to contact them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to fly that thing. I would flip it and roll it.
And what would I be doing?
Watch me ready to prepare to die.
And what would I be doing?
What with it? Watching the
Watching you. What would I be doing?
You
Down
would-
there on the ground. You're up there flipping and rolling in
wouldn't
this
know.
crazy thing.
I'd be having fun.
I'd be crying. Right? I would be nervous.
But I'm a good pilot, right? I got
would-
this.
I would be nervous for him and I'd be crying. Like, so he's gone up in a ladder to like chop branches. And I'm like, he's up too high and the ladder is shaky. And I'm like,
It's my time. It's my time.
no, I start crying. I can't watch. So one more check before I give up on viewer videos.
But I'm starting a PayPal to for donations for the Jetson when it comes out.
Oh yeah, you gonna buy one?
I'll post all kinds of
Straight
video.
out?
I think that thing's like 50 grand, which is not bad.
It's really kind of not if you consider what you're getting. You know.
New car is 50 grand.
When we were watching,
I'll fly it everywhere.
when we were watching Jake Sloan the other night, he was talking about helicopters.
Because you know you could fly into anybody's house, land at their house, and be like, "Yo, can I charge up?" And they're like, "Yeah, let me check this thing out. This is
Yeah.
so cool."
Yeah.
Yo, can you plug this in over there?
Yeah. We just need a little bit of electricity. But where was I?
I don't know. Thought you were gonna pick
Oh
out a video.
no, when we were talking about Jake's when we were watching Jake Sloan, and he was talking about how helicopters are more expensive than airplanes, and you can buy an airplane for
a lot more moving parts.
kind of pretty cheap. Yeah, but
And you could do whatever you want.
I saw this list on the internet of the the cheapest helicopters that a person can buy, and there was one for like 46 grand.
Mm-hmm. But that's the one-seater.
Yeah, it's a little one-seater.
Yeah.
It's a little personal aircraft, but
Looks like garbage.
it looks like garbage. Yeah.
Probably flies like it too.
No, Uncle Bill, that's not true.
I think flies like a, what is it, iFlight Sedora? Watch Maddie cry in the chat. I didn't fly his. I flew Troy's, and it flew really nice.
You flew what? His Sedora?
Yeah, I think it's a Sedora.
Yeah.
Or no, I think the Sedora is Mr. Expandable. I think it's a Sedora.
Expendable.
Yeah. Expendable. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been on for a little bit. Okay, I want to do one more thing. I want to do this week's pilot spotlight.
Pull me up to the top.
Did he? Good boy, Pup Pup. So, this week's pilot spotlight, since we've been talking a lot about digital and analog and the DJI FPV and everything, this
What?
DJI FPV. Oh, DJI.
We don't call that here.
POS.
POS.
Yeah, but others in the community call it the potato. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
The FPV guys call it the potato.
Who commented today?
You're having.
It's flying potato.
It is a flying potato.
Looks like a potato.
It is. I mean, mine's a little busted up potato, but yeah, I guess it does look like a potato.
Aren't they all busted up?
Yeah.
Everybody has one of these all busted up and glued together.
Do they? I thought they babied them. That's why.
Oh, true. Well,
see, I've got a little. See, this is my broken part. This is a little JB weld on this one here.
epoxy.
Epoxy? Yeah, see, there's my broken one. But in my cover, which Max made so nice, sparkly pink for me, and then I busted it up. But but she's still going. That's Princess.
She should be busted up going back to DJI.
She's gonna.
Making all these promises to fans.
She's gonna.
Send it.
Yeah, that was my plan. Is I'm going to put it into manual. I'm going to try flying manual. I'm probably going to break it, and then I'm going to send it back and use my care refresh before it expires next February.
And then she'll have to use like this guy for like a month, and she'll be all sad.
I'll be all sad.
I'm never going back to looking at my phone or tablet.
I really don't like it. I really don't like it. But since we spent so much time talking about the POS, okay, I called it the POS.
Mm-hmm.
Since we
I'm
spent,
listening.
And how Max is such a good pilot with the POS.
It's just a pilot. I just send it with the POS. I don't care if it breaks.
That's why you're such a good pilot with it.
Well, that's only because Bob Casey called me a P. I can't use that word on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And he called me a B.
He called you a kitty cat.
Yeah, a kitty cat.
And what else did he call you?
And he called me a female dog.
A female dog too.
Female dog.
He
said I need to go back to my old drones because I'm flying like a girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you bought a couple of extras and started ripping it like crazy, huh?
Well, no, I had 3. I was just still flying it like a cinecopter.
So do you think Uncle?
And then he peed me off.
Yeah.
I said, "Watch this, bro." I'm just not afraid to crash it because I have a couple.
Yeah. Well,
one's gonna go in a carbon frame. Try to at least.
Don't give people your ideas.
People talked about it. I've never seen it, but people talked about it. But maybe they broke it so much that they had to send it back to DJI and got a new one and sold that one to me.
Maybe. Well, oh look, I'm in a different place now. See, I knew I was going to do this because I was looking for that other video. do.
But any drone, send it. Do things that you're not used to
You
doing.
gotta push yourself. I say that, but
Man, I know it's hard to when you bought this thing for $1,800 5 years ago, but it's like a car. What's it worth now? $100.
yeah, you got one for 75.
75. I got a Pro. I got a one down. Well, see, I don't know if this guy is real. So I found which I don't even want, but like I kind of want to get her out of this guy and get her into a Pro at least, you know, and get her something a little bit nicer. But I got him down to $300,
Yeah?
a version 2 no less,
Wow.
2 batteries, a case. But he was selling it for $5.
And you
So
got him down to 3?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now that's an excellent deal.
Yeah, I mean it's okay.
Where is he?
Well, where it has listed, it's like an hour and 10 minutes from here.
That's
I
not
forget
even
where.
bad.
I think it's in Jersey.
Yeah.
And but he's like, oh, I'm out of state. I'll ship it to you for $350. And I'm like, no, I'll just wait. But he hasn't responded yet.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not gonna buy a drone that I'm not gonna see in person.
No, that's crazy.
I want
talk.
to see a hover. You know, maybe want to just, you know, see a picture, stuff like that. Look at it over in person. But my suggestion, which I didn't know this. So I bought my other Pro and it had a bad remote. That's probably why I was selling it. It had a bad battery remote, which is not a big deal. It's like 6 screws that hold the remote together and 3 ribbon connectors, which, yeah, you got to be easy with those. But, I mean, just take your time. No big deal.
Don't open up DJI. It's horrible in there.
Well, inside the copter when you got to change the body out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, something simple like that to change out a battery on the remote. It's actually pretty easy. But the battery held the charge for maybe 10 minutes. And he probably fully charged it before it got there.
Mm-hmm.
And he flew for me. You know, I only let it hover and made sure it went left, right, forward. Made sure it wasn't doing no toilet bowl thing. And picture was good. And landed it. Flat for a whole battery.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you'll know.
But I mean, the battery was $16 on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, nothing crazy.
That's not bad.
But to somebody else, they would have to send it out to DJI. I thought they got a good deal, and now they're back up again.
Yeah. Well.
But there's plenty of videos on YouTube. Everybody's done it.
But, yeah.
Take your time.
But
don't rush it.
But I don't think there's plenty of videos on YouTube like yours of flying the POS.
I'm sure there is.
There's not.
There's tons of good pilots out there.
Well, I put some clips of yours together.
What do you mean?
You're the pilot spotlight.
What?
Hey, Kyle, bro.
Back to the flyer. I've never seen anybody do what he can do with that DJI.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Alright.
So he didn't know I did that, but those are his
Yeah.
clips, but I put them together actually. So that was
Thanks.
you're welcome. I don't know if all 31 of you are already subscribed to maxair420.
They are.
Are they?
Yep.
All 33 of them?
Every 33 of them.
33 of them now.
They don't all have the bell rung though.
Oh, you guys, you gotta go and ring the bell. Like Michael said, you should be the poster boy for the DJI POS.
Somebody called it today a flying brick.
Oh, I've seen that before too.
Okay, so this thing with a battery does weigh a lot, but you don't have to put a GoPro on top of it. Where when you put a GoPro on top, and especially a 10, because our FPV, the carbon is, stronger, but it's heavier. Electronics in there. What is it? I haven't really applied it since oh man.
Yes. Yes.
You almost hit that fence already like 7 times. And you finally hit it. But I feel one of these is the same weight, or not same weight, but close to a carbon with a 10, a 9, maybe an 8 with a 6S battery on there. You're running like a 1500 mAh battery.
Ma.
What's mAh?
Milliamp
Per hour.
hour. Yeah. I was like H hour. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons, Crypto Man, that I really do like the DJI FPV is because I mean, we all saw Eddie Nunez. We all saw his go into the ocean, but I've had mine.
I've seen a lot more FPVs or real drones going to the ocean.
Real drones, yeah. I've flown over the water with
not ocean, but water
with great confidence, and so have you.
Oh yeah.
We've gone very far out over the water.
I've gone in the water a bunch of times.
In the water?
In the water, yeah.
With the POS?
No, not the POS.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like we got confidence because of that drone for water.
But you could have that situation where you're just like Eddie, or just like Stevie, because Stevie had that situation.
Stevie had a weird
Stevie had a motor stall.
Yeah. Now I've never seen that. But I have
a stick error every time I fly.
I have a stick error every time I fly too.
Ever since I loosened up the throttle.
Yeah, I don't know. Back to those analytics.
No. I'm going to bed. See you guys. Have fun with that.
I have run into the situation many times where the drone will not go forward. And
that's because you hit a fence.
That's the geofence thing.
But when you hit a fence, you have to back up.
You can only go backwards.
Once you back up enough, then you can turn around and fly out from there. But for some reason,
you have to.
You could turn around 90 degrees, fly forward, and doesn't do nothing.
Yeah. You can't, right. You can't turn and fly back the other way. It won't let you. You have to back up.
45 degrees.
Or I've also gotten out of it by coming right down over the trees and then going forward.
Going down, yeah.
Yeah. I either go, but I mean, I've gotten stuck in the air. That's why you need the hack. I've gotten stuck in the air quite a bit, to the point where like I don't even get worried anymore because I know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
But the first
time, it sucks
time,
the first couple of times because you don't know what to do.
The first time I was out over the lake, and I was just stuck. I didn't know what to do.
Watching your battery just go down.
Yeah, and I thought, well, let me try to go over to the shore, and I'll just land in somebody's yard, and then we'll go get it. But when I came down lower and headed for the shore, the going down lower released it from the stuckness. Yep. And then it was okay. But
stuckness to nothing.
That's why DJI sucks.
TJ.
Yeah, the geofence, those get tricky. But yeah, when you told me about backing up, that helped a lot. But I always used to
that's how
just
I
come
learned.
down.
I didn't know what to do my first time.
Yeah. But that's definitely work too, is backing out or going to the tree line. Yeah, I don't know. The geofences are definitely a little scary. We should hack our way out of stuff.
I got the hack.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, TJ needs to get goggles on.
I know. He's been saying it for a long time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Ah.
Maddie should upgrade to goggles too and give TJ his stuff. He's gonna need it for that new job.
Oh.
Air Unit 3s.
Well, Maddie said that the
new goggles are reverse. They're
they're gonna
backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Which is good because the picture quality should upgrade as well. Not crazy, but upgrade. Because I've always noticed with getting, even when I was in analog, when I got new goggles, the picture was always better on the same camera. Better lenses.
Yeah, that I kind of agree with Tony, because I ran into a great big geofence around a prison, and the prison
She was dropping some stuff off.
The prison hasn't been in use since 2011. So it's been abandoned for 11 years, which I'm sure predates most of these geofenced drones, right? 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've got
there
a
was no such thing back then.
Right. So, but there's a geofence around this prison that is not in use. So
drones were probably just starting then.
Yeah.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
The way you said 2011. So yeah, 11 years ago.
Yeah, 11 years ago. But yeah, I almost got stuck out over the water there too. Mm-hmm. Trying to fly like around the abandoned prison, and there was a fence around it. I was like, are you serious? It's not even a prison. Yeah, you always got to look at the map though.
He's lying.
You always got to look at the map. Are you lying, Maddie?
You don't look at shit. Oh, poop.
Oh, right.
Make sure you after the stream you hit "This was made for kids."
No, don't ever hit that. Don't ever hit "made for kids."
So the only thing I see that is different with "made for kids" is just there's no comments no more.
Yeah, but it also, if it's made for kids, it has more.
A lot of kids out there.
But there's more requirements to make it kid friendly and kid safe. And so,
but if you're just whipping your drone around a building, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's more restrictive if you're saying your stuff is made for kids.
But I'm just saying, just whipping the drone around, nobody's talking.
It's not kid friendly.
Sure it is. Kids play video games all the time.
Don't ever click "made for kids."
Get your kids in the drones.
Don't ever click that.
It's a great hobby or business.
That
must have sucked.
Yeah,
you just stop.
You do. I hit one at a golf course
and it's
once.
like, what? Especially being in the goggles. Being in a tablet is different, I would assume. You know, it's like, what the hell happened? But when you're in the goggles, like, things just stop and you're cruising. And you stop as well.
Yeah.
You do like a big jerk. What the?
It is, and it is like an invisible wall when you hit it. It's so crazy.
There's no warnings, nothing.
No, not you are coming up on a fence.
Yeah, it should be like, you know,
yeah.
You're coming up on a fence.
It'd be nice if it flashed.
Incoming pilot aircraft.
If it flashed yellow or something, let you know. You know, like when the dog goes near the electric fence, first
you should see the fence, like a yellow fence in front of you, like in your goggles, you know?
Yeah, with big red X.
And it's
on
just
it.
like getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Fatter.
So you know, because it's like all of a sudden, boom.
And then like
Hit
you
it.
do a real FPV thing, you come up, you hit it with your butt. See ya.
You skim down the wall and you're out of there. Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
That's true. Yep. Those fences are everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I've hit them like I flew out towards a spot and then tried to circle around and come back, and then I hit it on the way back. Like that didn't even make any sense. You know, sometimes it's like I don't even know where they start, where they stop.
Oh, that's right. Wait, we forgot about what you mentioned earlier.
What's I mentioned?
The first 4 people that were in the chat, they were getting the brand new Vada supplied by you.
Oh, the giveaway?
Yeah.
The big giveaway?
Joe Fotoleo was second.
You better stop.
Jerry was third.
There will be no Avadas given away on this show.
I was first. I get one too.
You were first.
And I noticed they
that is
also
the
hit
right
the
way.
like button too.
You hit the like button first.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
But they also hit the like button as well. Did everybody hit the like button?
I hope everybody hit the like button.
I don't know. Let's stop this and check it.
So one thing though, I won't be giving away any Avadas, but I am hoping to. Oh look, Joe's like
Nice.
yay, and it is like boo. Oh, and Doug was in there too.
Yes, Doug. Was. Yep.
He was number 4. But I would like to have a.
You know what? Everybody's in it.
Everyone's in it.
So she owes you Nevada.
Everyone. I
Everybody.
need to get 29 of
You stayed here all night, all 29 of you. You're lurking or not.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Jason's giving away Nevada.
He's purdy.
You can see that smile for 3 statute miles.
It's true.
I would like to, because I've been saying it from the beginning of the show that I want to have drawings out of the hat and for prizes and stuff, and then I haven't gotten prizes so far. I've gotten my stickers.
Show off your prize.
I've gotten my stickers, and I got Jasper stickers, and I got
Which these are cool.
I was hoping this would be cool. I don't know. This is like a little holder for memory cards. And see if I can figure out how to open it.
No, the other way.
The other way?
Mhm.
I don't know if you can see. It's got little slots in there.
For
For-
mini SDs.
Mini SDs. And then I put my little sticker on it. So it's a little Tammie Jean memory card holder. I got some of those.
Don't show your wife.
Don't show your wife. I think that was one of the things that I felt like weird about. Like if I start making mugs and t-shirts and stuff, like whose wife is gonna want you wearing the Tammie Jean t-shirt? Like, I don't know. Isn't that weird? Is that weird? It's like my face and my name. Like if it was some like, I don't know, more anonymous thing, like if it was like Princess FPV. No, even that sounds too girly.
Who's princess?
Yeah, who's this princess? Why are you wearing her shirt? Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel weird about getting t-shirts and mugs.
Well, you got to make sure you send out 2.
Oh, one for the girl too?
Him and her.
Yeah. But I thought that
Make sure it's cut low.
for her, not for the him. But yeah, so I felt weird about t-shirts. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, but next week or the week after, I'm going to tell you who all, because I've been putting names in the hat all this time. So probably in another 2 weeks, I want to have a show where we have some games and we have some prizes. I pull names out of the hat, and maybe I'll do some giveaways for whoever is in the chat and puts in the hashtag MaxiCrack. So, I'm gonna have some I'm gonna have some things ready to give away, but I've been collecting them. Oh, and I have one of my little toy drones.
Which one? The H6?
Yeah, the little
12?
guy. No, the 12's mine.
The Predator? You're gonna give a Predator away?
I'm gonna give a Predator away. We
The
named it a
Predator's
Predator. We named it that.
I thought it was the fastest drone ever.
We thought it was so cool.
I went from like this little quarter size one to this
That we
one.
call the little.
And I used to fly it just like down the hallway to be like.
No, that was me.
And then-
You went down.
At first.
At first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at first. And then I'd come in the kitchen, go left and right, be all badass. Then I would turn around.
And come back towards us. Whoa, my mind was blown. I couldn't do that shit.
Eventually, yeah, after like Predator number 6, but
Yeah. But we
because I
named
remember one of them, they went into a boiling pot of water.
that was
She was
the
making
thing.
macaroni and
Let me get the
cheese.
little drone.
I remember one went into like one of our drinks. They love water. I don't know.
We always used to laugh at the
Damn, Bang Good is horrible.
I know. Look at how this box came all messed up. I checked the drone. It's okay, but yeah, this is
These blades spin fast, so be careful. It's only one S too.
no, they were fun.
That was
So,
one of my favorites.
We had the little teeny tiny drones. They were like, and we called
that
those
was like-
mosquitoes.
So those were like that's like a DJI or a POS right there. Remember how much glue I had on one of these? Like every arm was glued back together.
I don't know if I could get it all out without causing such a commotion, but there it is. That was like one of our favorite toy drones back in the day. So I got
There's a little one click button for flips and rolls.
yeah.
It has like a 2 megapixel camera in it.
That's
Get some
right. I have
nice
a camera.
jello footage.
I should pull up those pictures. We have these little drones, right? And we decide you're gonna take pictures with it. And it's so crazy because you can't see what you're taking.
No, it's just guessing.
So
click,
he put it
click,
straight up,
and it's
click,
like
click,
this
click, click.
big. And it's like 200 feet in the air. It's like a little tiny little black dot. And it's like click, click, turn it this way, click, click, turn it this way, click, click.
And hopefully you're getting something good.
Bring it back down. It's all
No.
jello.
Then the wind would blow and it's
Oh,
2 blocks
shit.
away and we gotta go find it. And and then it was horrible pictures because they were tiny and they were just like you're hoping they didn't have a bunch of jello in them and like
After 57 pictures, you get one.
you get one that
was
you're like,
okay.
oh look how cool.
Posted to Facebook. Looks horrible.
But
But
on the other hand,
back then,
it was very good to learn on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to give one away because I thought it was a really good learning drone. And I know some people have started on GPS drones, like they went right to getting some sort of a mini or something. And we started on toys, and I feel like starting on a toy helps you learn how to control a drone.
mm-hmm. Because this is self-leveling, so it's like a DJI, but it has no GPS. So it's going to move around. So that would teach you, because we've all gone into ADI mode because we've lost GPS signal, and it happens. It starts drifting away, and you should have knowledge of how to control it and keep it to where it is. Me too. Jiggle, jiggle.
Yeah, see, I think it's good to learn on a toy and learn how to actually fly before, when we got that Phantom 4.
Yeah.
You can just stop, set it down on the step,
Pull out a recliner.
go grab a drink,
Yeah.
Whereas when we had the toys, like we were actively flying the whole time. And it was a lot more challenging, really.
Like, in a sense, it's a baby step into the drone world. It's no manual flying because a manual is so different. I remember the first time there was a Dramata Ominous. We had like 10 of those too.
The Dramata Ominous.
So
yes.
underpowered drone, but it was bigger and
That's the one.
Had a 5 megapixel camera.
That drone cost $240 when I got it.
Lost so many.
And I got myself that drone because I was like, now I'm spending real money. Like heck with these toys. I'm getting serious now. I'm gonna do photography with these drones. And I went
Still jello.
Yeah, and I went and I spent $240 on this toy with a 5 megapixel camera, and I thought, this is my step into like drone photography. Like I thought I was getting all serious.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Things sucked.
It was terrible. And then I think
but it had an F mode on it. That's what it was called, F mode. I don't know what the F stood for, but it was acro mode. And I clicked that button, and it just went straight into the cabinets.
Joe had a Andromeda Ominous. We had a bunch of them.
Oh my god, we had so many. Wasted so much money on those things.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I remember
night,
watching this one guy. He was like the Andromeda head guy. And his voice was cool, and I liked listening to him, watch him fly, because he was I guess an okay pilot. He was better than me, obviously.
Yeah.
At the time. But yeah, I remember it was called F mode, and that was its manual mode. And I said to her, "Why would anybody want to fly like this? This is horrible." What are they thinking? Turn off self-leveling. Are you crazy?
Right? Why would you ever do that? Why would you turn off self-leveling? I remember the night we were standing outside. We had a vacant lot near where we lived, and we called that quadcopter playground.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Playground.
We would bring our drones up to the empty lot.
They were always good at night.
They all lit up nice and flash. And that's where you were doing crazy things. I would go in the square. I'd go out.
Well, that's what I taught you. That's how I learned.
Back.
That's how I taught myself.
Right. That's all I would do until my battery ran out. And then I did a new battery. But yeah, you were turning and stuff. I couldn't get my head around that.
Well, I started before you, so.
Yeah. It was all line of sight though, too. So I got confused when you turn around and come back towards yourself. Mm-hmm. But I remember we were flying, it was Saturday night, and right next to our vacant lot was the firehouse, and all these guys are hanging out at the firehouse, drinking. They're all loud and everything. And I remember you're like, some guys are into hanging out and drinking on Saturday night. I'm into flying drones. And we were drinking too. And I remember the wind blew and your drone.
Pepsi.
We were drinking Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind blew and your drone just flew away. Mm-hmm. That was the end of our Saturday night flying drones. That was an ominous.
There goes another drone.
Bye, Andromeda Ominous. It was so fun.
Order a new one the next morning.
Order a new one. They were expensive though. That added up.
Yeah.
That's when we were trying to do Drone of the Month Club.
And it's crazy. We're spending $2 and change on this junk drone where we can get a nice drone for that. Well, maybe not today. The price probably went up now, but for a real FPV drone, you spend $3 and change.
Yeah.
For $100 more.
We didn't know.
I didn't know. Well, back then it was a lot more.
Uncle
back
Bill.
Back then there was really no, like I said, there was no FPV drone for sale.
No ready to fly. Yeah.
You had to part it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're all, we're spending,
because
we're all cheap, buying the cheap parts. Thing doesn't fly good, but it flies. Doesn't fly good though.
Well, then you had to tune it yourself. Yeah. Data flight. That's the thing. There was so much to know.
Clean flight first.
First clean flight.
Well, there was some before clean flight. I forgot what its name was, but that wasn't my time. I started with clean flight.
Mm. So you're not a true OG.
Nah. I'm OG Junior.
You're OG with airplanes, though.
OG with airplanes.
You are definitely OG with airplanes.
Yeah. $5,000 drone. There's so many people think they're gonna get their money back on these drones. It's you're crazy, dude. There's a Phantom 4, what, the RTK, and the guy wants like $4,000 for it. It's like, dude, come on. I mean, it comes with
$4,000.
all its like flags and just garbage, bro.
Oh.
Give you $300.
But if you want to give them 300, you got to start by saying 100, right? Or
There's somebody
150.
selling an Inspire on Facebook or on Marketplace for 500. 2 batteries, 2 remotes, no camera though.
Well,
Case.
I want the camera though. What do you?
I told him 250.
Yeah,
Yeah, he hasn't responded yet.
this guy in his marketplace.
I don't know if I want it. I already have an Inspire.
Yeah.
You want an Inspire? Everybody can have an Inspire.
Not without a camera.
Who wants
on
an
it.
Inspire?
You get an Inspire. You get an Inspire. That's right. It's really only worth $50.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's true.
But yeah, my idea for maybe 2 weeks from now is I want to.
Oh, did we tell about the meetup in Lake George, Finger Lakes? There?
We didn't tell him.
You tell him.
You tell him.
Where's
It's
Jenna?
not
Let
our
her tell.
idea. Yeah, where's Jenna? Is
She
Jenna
was
still on
here.
the stream? Yeah, Jenna C lives in upstate New York, and Al Duran lives in Virginia. But the two of them were talking about organizing a meetup for the second weekend in October. And I can't remember exactly what the date is, but maybe
the
like the
7th?
6th. Yeah, 6 and 7.
7th.
They haven't narrowed the place down as of yet. They were either talking about Lake George or perhaps Finger Lakes.
They're
but...
supposed to be done organizing that by Sunday, I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
we will know a place of destination Sunday.
Yeah, so a little bit more local to those of us in the Northeast. And they were hoping that it would be, you know, maybe prime foliage season out
Yeah,
here
it
for
should be
leaf
good there.
peeping. Hopefully.
Which is starting to turn here, so it should be good up there.
Yeah.
Which
So-
we need to get out this Sunday. We're going to go hiking Sunday.
We're going hiking?
Yeah,
Where are we going? Oh,
we're going hiking.
we're going hiking.
Don't bring clothes.
Okay.
So yeah, back to what you were saying.
So yes, there will be a New York, upstate New York fall foliage meetup, August 6th and 7th, organized by Genesee and Al Duran, and hopefully more details to come after this weekend, because I know that is only a few weeks away. And so they were trying to get the details all figured out so they could put out a more formal announcement. But that is a bit of an announcement for us. Hopefully on the news next week, community news, we can talk more about that meetup. And yeah, what I was saying is I'm hoping a couple weeks from now that we'll have a show where we have some games, because I have a couple of games I want to play with you.
Games.
And we'll
You
have
can play with me anytime you want.
and we'll have prizes. So that's upcoming.
Demonetized.
No. upcoming. So starting to turn already in New Hampshire. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know how New Hampshire was, but we didn't get a lot of rain here.
We got a lot of dead trees.
Yeah.
Which that's why I want to do hiking, because we're going hiking those spots where there are just like spots around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Mhm.
Cool. Are we going to have any footage that we can share?
Mhm.
Okay. So we've been going for over 2 hours. Are we still good? Are we still going? Are people getting tired? We started
it was
earlier
at 21,
tonight.
but it just jumped
Back up to 23. Oh, all right.
It's
Well-
420 time for me.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. 420 boys and girls.
Oh, did I show this? I forgot. I was going to show that after your video
He
played.
sits on a throne of POS.
No.
It's covered in poop.
No.
So that's going to be a thing that I'm going to hack with the POS is eventually I'm going to have to open one up, because I plan on putting one in a carbon frame
Yeah.
And the other one's going to be a parts. And then I'm going to have one that's still good, which the red one I'm going to keep as a cinematic one because I like those color.
You like the colors?
Yeah, it's like a snow camel, but it's in a red version.
Yeah.
So it's like red, white, black,
You know,
gray.
I need to start looking for a backup POS, and then I could start flying more dangerously. And not dangerously. What's the word? Not aggressively.
Nope. I don't want to do that either.
No.
Skillfully.
I want to practice my skills more. I don't want to fly so conservatively. I want to fly more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Miss Dictionary.
I know.
Yeah, no more.
Oh, if you're getting up to go for 420, you better watch yourself.
Well, that's when we hit the intermission thing.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to demonetize her.
Yeah, and swing by Pennsylvania, yup, and come to the drift track
When's
with
Bill
us.
going to come back to New York?
Come on, Uncle Bill.
I saved you $80-$100 on a controller. That's that's half your ticket right there.
See?
But what? See, I don't think he understood our email. I don't want anything for it. I don't use it. I don't plan on ever using it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm a manual guy. And everything that like DJI wants manual, you need the other controller, which I have 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't want anything for it. But if you want to, like, maybe we'll stop by when we come down there for some bowling. If you want to throw a free game, I'm cool with that. You know?
I want to go bowling.
But I don't want nothing for it.
Yeah, we'll come to the bowling alley. That'd be fun.
Or even a day of bowling for free. He runs the place, so like it doesn't matter, you know.
We only play
Nobody
a game
knows.
or two, though. It's not like we bowl all day.
Some free wings, a little beer.
Oh, well, now he's pushing it. Look at that. Beer, too.
He brought us in the back.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever in the back of a bowling alley?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think girls are allowed back there. I didn't know anyone was allowed back there.
Yeah, we saw it all.
Really?
Yep. Some crazy things happen back there.
Is that where all the balls go?
Mm-hmm.
And the pins?
And the pins. Yeah. You see it all.
That
was super cool back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When my grandfather was a kid, his first job was at the local bowling. He was the pin setter. So he was back there. Like people would bowl and knock them down. And he would be like cleaning up and setting up. Like that's what they did before it was all automated. He was back there setting up the pins.
Was there somebody in the front telling the people not to throw the ball down? Because that's got to be crazy. You're setting up the pins just like another pilot powering on when another pilot's in the sky. That's something we really need to organize and really need to come down on is like having a spot for us pilots to be flying. And if you want to fly, you need to be in this spot to ensure other pilots that you're not going to be taken out.
Bowling alley fly through. Yeah, how about
I already asked Bill.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I'll do it.
Pin sheets. Female mechanics.
Yum. Dirty girls. What?
I don't know. I feel like we're winding down a little bit. You're gonna leave me over here? I don't know if I'll have anything else to talk about.
You're out of your sheet already?
You don't.
Start talking about analytics. Everybody wants to go 9-8.
Nobody wants analytics at what 11:16 at night.
You got to get close to the mic. Do some ASMR. About analytics. So we're gonna check out how many subscribers you have tonight.
Yeah. Can you all hear this? Can you hear the props?
The props. Oh no, you got to do what everybody wants, though. Gotta hear the startup.
Everybody loves the
Everybody
startup.
loves the startup.
Oh, that's what, you know what? TJ, what are you doing up so late?
What?
He's usually sleeping.
He needs to go to bed.
Like, I think the first 5 or 6 shows I featured TJ videos, and like he wasn't even around. I showed a bunch of them on his channel. He was never here. Tonight he's here, and I don't have one prepped.
Man. Go over to Facebook and share his fart video.
Oh God, no. That was your video. You can share that on your stream.
I will.
No, I think we should. I don't know. I think we should.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna be right back?
Oh, you're done?
I don't know.
You tell me.
I don't know. Here comes Jasper. You getting up? Go ahead.
See, he's here to fill in for me.
Yeah, well, what do you want to talk about, Pup?
Oh, you want some white cheddar? You don't like this kind of. You never had that before.
All right, I'll keep talking if you want to.
It tastes good.
If you want to do boys' time.
It goes pop, 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 pop.
He doesn't like it.
It tastes good. See, he's not a popcorn person.
Nah, he's never really been a popcorn person. Hey, look at
The
Tom
best.
just showed up. Hey, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
I was talking about you earlier, Tom, because
She was talking crap.
I wasn't.
You got to rewind and see it.
No, I wasn't.
All right, intermission, right?
Oh,
I'm kidding, and they're pulled up, so
oh, okay.
we're good.
Watch yourself. All right, I'll have my own chair. You can have that one, Pup. See? You be in that chair. Oh, no. Oh, he's going to go to sleep in that chair. So, yeah, I was talking about the DJI FPV and how, you know, some traditional FPV pilots don't like that we call ourselves, you know, that we have the nerve to call ourselves pilots flying this thing. And I said how I saw you. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, and I forget whose stream it was on. But Tom, you said, you know, don't begrudge me that I found an easier way to do what you're doing. I just thought that was like great. It's like, you know, it's there. What are we going to do? Like, not use it? Like, if you're not someone that is going to build and repair and learn, you know, the soldering and the battery maintenance and, you know, ESCs, flight controllers, motors, you know, which size battery, if you don't want to do all that and you get the DJI FPV, like, don't begrudge me. That's the route I took. I love flying with goggles, you know. So anyway, yeah, I mentioned you because I heard you say that on a stream. It may have been last night. And I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, that's what it was, Tom. They shouldn't begrudge you since you didn't travel the same road to get to where you want to be. And like, you are out there, you know, flying these beautiful landscapes with this awesome drone, and you like the motion controller too, right? Oh, Jasper's you gonna go for boys' time? Go ahead. I mean, I haven't gotten into the motion controller, but yeah, you know, I'm enjoying myself with that drone, and I love flying. I love flying it. I love having goggles, you know. Don't begrudge me. I want to make a poster. I'm going to make a little poster. This is, don't begrudge me. Actually, whatever it is you said here, yeah. I'm going to make a little poster with that, Tom. I'm going to quote you. Oh, but then there's those that think we're all pilots, Uncle Bill, and, you know, we're not hobbyists. So everyone's got their opinions, but I think that we're all doing this really enjoyable hobby slash, it's for some it's a side gig, for some it's a business, but it's all, yes, we seem to be going late, B-Mac. I don't know. I was almost gonna get off the interwebs, but I don't know. I think Max wanted to take a break and then maybe come back, and looks like more people are back in here now. How they're 26. Is there a show that just got over? Did some show just get over and people are now showing up over here? I don't know. Go back to bed. But yeah, I don't know. I do like starting earlier on. See, it's hard because I feel like I've been trying to work around Ken Heron's show. And when he's live, I go on after him. But when he's not live, I try to start a little earlier. But I don't want to start at the same time if he's doing a replay, because obviously he's hoping to get people to watch his replay. And I'm not trying to step on any toes there, but I think he didn't have on anything at all tonight. So technically I could have started at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I have to, I feel like I want to coordinate this with him a little bit better so I can know when to start. Ooh, yeah, use the force. Who needs to see? That's true, Brian. That is so true. I would love to come out to Vegas. The landscapes that you fly are just so unbelievable out there. Like, what was that? What did I see recently? That Red Rock Canyon or something? Oh man, that is such a beautiful area. I'd love to come out west. My issue with traveling these days is that I won't leave Jasper behind. So wherever we go, we're driving. But I have no problem driving cross country. Max drove all over the country this spring. He went to Florida and to Chicago and back home and then back to Tennessee. I drove down to Tennessee and back. I mean, what's Vegas, a few more days in the car. But yeah, we'd be coming with the dog and the cat. We'd have the whole family with us. Oh, thank you, Uncle Bill. Well, I know minimally, I think we're planning on the South Florida Drone Meetup. I don't know if we'll be making any trips before then, but it's possible. I don't know if we've really rounded out our plans, but I feel like with all these drone meetups coming up, like I feel like we really need to start getting like stuff on the calendar and figure out exactly which meetups we're going to. Yeah, I agree, Dustin. The canyons look so awesome. I mean, the footage you could get out there. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to bed, Mark. That's okay. You don't like where you live? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Houston, to be honest, but Texas is a very big state. I assume there's a lot of beautiful things in Texas, but I've never been. So yeah, speaking of that, like when is Spin Up? Does anyone know? Like I need to start getting things on the calendar. Do they really? See, I don't know. Jasper's never been a popcorn guy. I don't know. Good night, Michael. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. We always like having you in the chat. You're a lot of fun. Uses to raid other shows. Oh, that's hilarious, though. Raid other shows. That'd be so funny if we all just ganged up and ran to some other show. Take all their loot. That'd be so cool if you come up north, Uncle Bill. Do you want me to well, so that meetup they're talking about upstate New York is the second weekend of August, but I mean not August, October, but I should check the drift schedule for you as well because there's drift every month. Oh, but no, October, it's usually the end of the month. It's usually Halloween weekend. But we should make plans, Uncle Bill. You should come up this way.
He's supposed to come to Pennsylvania.
I know.
Track.
I know. That's what we're talking about. See, that would be nice, Crypto Man. Everyone is
got the
more than
FPV
welcome here.
or the
I
POS?
know. He's got the POS. Oh my gosh.
Wait, did he break it? That was the question. Did he break it?
Uncle Bill, did you break it when you flew into the fence? We're waiting on your answer.
He's seen that fence his whole life.
Oh, man.
And forgot about it. But we've all done it, dude. Remember that fence I almost hit in that remember that smokestack that we did? It's like back over this way.
Yes.
I did a POS stop on that thing.
Oh, wait, that's one.
That was
on the
analog
calendar,
that
too.
time. That was analog.
Yeah.
But I saw it was a new spot. I was just ripping around like an animal.
Before.
And I was coming down this like driveway type deal, and there was a fence that bordered in like the old trailers and stuff, and I didn't know.
You were going so fast towards that fence.
Oh, and I was like, "Red!" and just fell to the ground. But it was straight POS stop,
No,
like
Papa.
right on a dime.
Even though it wasn't the POS, but that was the move you made.
Yeah, it was.
Pup, you're so nudgy.
Come on.
Why you gotta be up?
Come on.
His back legs aren't on. Get up there,
Yeah, I
pup.
was walking a little funny.
Yeah, you're getting too tired.
But he wants to be in there.
But I was just saying, like, we got to start getting all these things on the calendar. We got to figure out our year. Like,
Johnny, work on a calendar.
Johnny.
Give him more things to do.
Well, so I was saying, like, we're gonna go to South Florida drone meetup, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
So that's in April. Will we be in Florida anytime before then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We always are, and after.
I know.
Always
so,
2 weeks in Florida. Always.
No, I mean, but are we going like prior to April?
Maybe in the winter.
That's the thing. Like we got to
always go in the
start.
winter.
We got to start getting
Usually.
our plans together.
Usually, I don't know. We'll see
Drifting with the Avata. How fast does the Avata go? Not that drift cars go that fast. They really don't.
I'll give you my address and I'll try it out. Send it on over.
Well, now,
I do. So, pilots out there, if you had the Avata and say I came up and said, "Hey, I want to fly it. I have $650 right here." So you would gain a battery. If I wrecked it, because usually the battery is still usable afterwards.
after a crash.
Which I'm gonna. So I don't think Stevie's here, but next time I hang out with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
You
want.
gonna fly it?
I just want to try it. I want to see
Yeah.
what it's capable of. I think I'm an okay pilot. To obviously, I'm not gonna be like wall bumping and.
I would like to know if I would want it. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it'd be nice to just fly it a little bit and see how it feels, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel eventually I'll have 1 or 6.
Oh, look, Uncle Bill said not a scratch.
Nice.
Oh, so Tom was saying that we should come out to Vegas.
Vegas is cool.
Yeah.
Not in the summer though.
No, not in the summer. Yeah, let us know the best time to come to Vegas.
I
Tom.
was out there in the wintertime. It's nice during the winter.
I've never
Chilly
been.
during the night.
I've never been to Vegas.
Actually cold at
Oh.
night.
Lee's getting
Because
in
we
Nevada too. We're not going to be in the club. You've been to Prague?
The mini POS
That's
club.
it. The mini POS.
Sorry guys.
Oh, darn. Well, I hope they show
Those
up
props
soon.
dropped in price. I just ordered like 8 sets.
You did?
Mhm.
When
I
did
have
you
the
order
I have the
them?
adapter too. I just don't know where to put it.
When did you order them?
They should be here tomorrow. I hope. Because we're flying Friday or Saturday.
Well, I ordered some last Saturday when you said that you didn't have any props, so you couldn't fly with me. I ordered some right away, so I think mine will be here tomorrow.
Where'd you order them tomorrow? Or if they're gonna be here tomorrow, because I ordered mine yesterday.
What?
Amazon.
Oh, you paid
I'm
that extra shipping.
No,
No?
free shipping. I'm a Prime member.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, next day.
Well, I had ordered from Amazon, but I didn't
No.
think they were supposed to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So, oh yeah, your wife wants to see snow
Yeah, snow's cool from a window.
from a window as long as you don't have to shovel it.
Nice fireplace going on the inside.
Oh, Ivana goes up to 60 miles per hour. Well,
Yeah, that's what they claim. They claimed 94 with the POS.
yeah.
I've never seen it.
You've gotten 80 something, I would
86
say.
is the highest I've been.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's going with the wind, against the wind,
Right.
but I've only seen 86 miles an hour. Stock props.
Mm.
They
Oh.
say 90.
Tom says
I've never seen it.
October through May. Okay.
Yeah, I was in
That makes sense.
I was in California for a month. This was like 10 years ago. My buddy lived out there, so I had a free room and board. Well, not the board. You know, we
you
split
usually
dinners
pay,
and stuff, yeah.
Thunder Turns mini edition.
That would be cool.
Off Amazon, there was a good deal on them, Uncle Bill.
Yeah, they
The DJI ones, yeah, DJI.
yeah, stock ones. But I was out in California and I traveled the entire state pretty much.
Yeah.
Me and my son. Then we went outside the state, went over to Vegas because I've never been to Vegas. I had my kid. We went inside the casinos. I'm not a gambler, but we just went inside to check it out. But there's smoking inside. And he's a kid. I mean, we didn't go into casinos because he was a kid, but just walking around. And then we went downstairs to the video games.
Mm.
I think that was at the Pyramid.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing, Pup?
And from there, we left there because we were only there for a few hours. Because, like I said, I'm not a gambler.
Okay.
And we went over to the canyon, which was, I don't know, maybe 5 hours away, something like that. 6 hours.
Oh, the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, we got
See, I've
there
never been
late
there
at night.
either.
I rolled in on fumes with my boy's Matrix, Toyota Matrix. And I should have never did that because there's not a gas station forever. Like the light was on, like I thought we were literally going to get stuck. Like the light was on for so long
Oh my
and
God.
it took forever to get to a gas, but we made it.
That's horrible.
God.
Tom said, "How long
Toyota.
ago was that? How long ago was that?"
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Maybe 12. Between 10 and 12.
I was in New Mexico, and it was the same thing. Like if
The
you
canyons is awesome.
if
so
you
pretty.
see a gas station,
Freezing
you
cold, though.
get gas.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
If you have 3/4 of a tank,
you fill it back up.
You fill it back up.
You fill it back up.
No, whenever you see a gas station, you fill up because you never know when you're going to
Yeah,
see one
for
ever
sure.
again.
I thought I was going to get stuck.
Yeah.
But maybe it's different today. Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, there's still places that don't
Oh,
have
for sure. Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Out west, fill up.
Yeah.
If it's not populated.
It was like that. It was years ago. I drove around up in Maine and it was the same thing. Like I was up in the North Woods and same thing. If you see a gas station, you fill up the car because you don't know when you're going to see another gas station. You will see 10 moose before you see one gas station. It's crazy.
Well, I didn't roll in on fumes. I said that wrong. So we rolled in. I don't know where the tank was, but like I let the car run because it was probably about high 30s when we got there at the canyon.
Oh,
Because in the middle of
yeah.
winter. Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
that's
snow and
cold.
stuff there. Yeah. It was cold. Yeah,
That would
4
have
hours
been nice
was.
for pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some pictures.
Did you?
Mhm.
Yep, I've never been to the
Yeah, it's
Grand
so,
Canyon.
so pretty there.
I lived in California for a while, but I didn't really get to travel. It's almost like I thought I would be out there for a long time. Like I felt like I had time, to go see this and that. And then there was the Northridge earthquake. And shortly after that, I was like, get me out of here.
I want to experience one of those.
I thought I did. You
cry and everything though.
Yeah, but see, the week before the Northridge earthquake, there was, what they call a precursor. There was like a little 3.4. Now, I had never been in an earthquake before, and the room's going like this, and everything's shifting back and forth. Bookcases are shifting back and forth. I was at my friend's house. She had a piano, and it was on wheels, and the piano was rolling back and forth. I was like, oh, that's cool, Everyone's freaking out, because they had been in earthquakes before. So you don't know, is that as big as it's going to get? Is it going to get worse? Like, they're expecting the worst. You never know what's going to happen. But me, I was just like, I'm in an earthquake. And then, a week later, it was a 6.9, and it was so bad. And then after that, I freaked out over every little tremor, because you don't know.
Bye, California.
Yeah, I'll visit. I'm not going to live there, though. Yeah, see, now this sounds good. Listen to this list. Ghost towns, mountains, oasis, wetlands, dry lake beds, Joshua Tree Forest. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. Just not in the summertime.
No, from October through May.
Yep. No, thank you.
And
it's a dry heat. Yeah, okay.
No, that's true, though, about the dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. It means like
it's still heat.
You're dying, but you just don't know about it. You just don't know. Like in Florida, you're dying, but you're dying. See, Arizona and California. Well, California's pretty nice all year round.
Yeah. No, it was nice all
Arizona,
year.
You just don't know you're dying. You're just like, you get to that point, you're like dead. And then you fall over.
You just look at each other and then you both shrivel up and fall to the ground.
Pretty much.
There's no crying in earthquakes. Well, I swear I didn't on the first one. I was like, ooh, I'm experiencing an earthquake. And then, after the 6.9, I just freaked out over every tremor. Or like there were so many aftershocks to that earthquake. And aftershocks, you know what they are? They're earthquakes. They're just a little smaller, but not much. With a 6.9 earthquake, I think we had like 3 or 4 aftershocks that were 5s. 5 is a good size earthquake, but we'd be like,
supposedly, I don't know.
We'd be like in the mall, you're looking at clothes and all of a sudden everything's rumbling and everything's loud and everything sounds like thunder and everybody's shaking and you all just stop and look at each other. And then it stops. And then you go back to looking at the rack like it was bugged. That was so weird. That was just so weird. Everyone would just freeze for a moment. Like, is this going to get worse? Is this it? Is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? Okay, it's over. Okay. And they just go back to doing what they're doing. I was freaked out.
A lot of crying.
You know when I was crying? There was, my daughter was young at the time, and I used to keep all of the jugs of fruit juice up on the top of the fridge. And sometimes aftershocks were just like this little rumbly thing, and you just kind of hear them, feel them a little bit, and then that's it. But then sometimes they were just like one big jolt, like everything would just go boom all of a sudden. It would be like, whoa, that was crazy. So this one time I was getting salad ready for dinner, and I was squatting down in front of the refrigerator and I was digging into the vegetable drawer, and there was one of those jolts. And for whatever reason, I just went like this, and I caught a big glass jar of juice in my hands. And I was like, that was aimed for the back of my head.
Sounds fun.
So I put that shit down and went over and sat on the couch. And I was just like, oh shit. Heads are real delicate, man. That could have been bad.
Yep.
But for what, like, why? Why did you even do that? I was all squatted down. I just went like this and caught it.
No more jugs up top.
No, never put them up there again. I cleaned out a cabinet.
Learning from your mistakes.
So yeah, there was probably a little bit of crying in earthquakes. Sorry to say, Troy. Fort Irwin.
We were just talking about
it
your drone,
sucked. Aw.
Troy. I don't think he was here.
We were talking about his. Oh, we were talking about Troy's drone. Yeah,
Mhm.
Troy's drone.
No, I don't fly people's drones.
Yeah,
I
that's
flew
right. You
his.
always say that.
I asked him if he wanted me to sign it for him.
Oh, Tom's gonna have to give us a list before we come out west because he knows all the good places.
Well, he doesn't need to give us a list. He needs to show us those spots.
Well,
He needs to be available.
are we get? Yeah, you need to be available the entire time we're there and take us to all of the spots. Yeah, you can feel it from pretty far away.
I mean, supposedly we get earthquakes here, but they're
We
so
do.
small, but we don't feel them.
Ooh,
I've never felt
yeah, that's
any.
pretty hot. I felt one when I was younger. I was sleeping in my bed and everything was rumbling, and then they said we had an earthquake in New York. And then I felt one at
I
work.
probably wasn't born then.
I'm robbing the cradle.
My cougar.
Yeah. And then I felt one at work. Let's see. It's in the early 2000s. I felt one when I was at work. We had a little New York earthquake, but not much. We don't get too much over here. Not like over there.
Nope.
Yes. See, we were talking about Mr. Expendable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, 108 is hot.
Yep.
Ken was so whiny
That's in the
about
shade.
the heat.
Yeah, I heard he was a crybaby from what where did I hear that from?
Oh, Ken Dona?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He didn't like the heat. Well, no,
America.
not in he's down south. Yeah, that's how I used to describe them, you know, right afterwards, because I had been in so many. I could well, after being in California for so long, I came back to New York, and I was with a friend in New York City, and we're on the subways, and, you know, you're going over, like, you know, this area, that area, and the subway is rocking this way and rocking that way, and sometimes it's rumbling. And so as we're on the subway,
That's only because of maintenance.
yeah, true.
You know how many
Or lack
video
of.
of like train tracks, like you watching the train go over and there's like nothing underneath the actual rail, which is cement now. Used to be wood because wood
Yes.
can move around, cement can't. Then like I've seen so many cracked, horrible. And we ride on these things, but
Yeah.
as I was saying, like you see the whole train doing this. I have video of this. I've recorded a short, and it's like the whole train just dipping. It's like,
Oh man. Well, back then, I'm on
these
this
people are making
train.
so much money.
I'm on this train rocking around, and I'm going 4.2, 5. That was a 5, you know, and I was just like calling out what it would be on the Richter scale. Yeah, you know, I feel that way too. Like, man, the places I've been, I wish I had a drone then.
Yeah. No rules back then.
Yeah, there you
No
go, Tom.
rules.
It's only going to get better. Eventually, it'll be beachfront.
Yep. Cali be its own island.
Well, I think
They'll come back together one day.
nah, it's going to go down under the earth. It's just going to be gone. I think like Baja, California, like that whole area is going to head north up to Alaska, and it's going to be subducted under the earth. So it's going to be gone.
We'll rebuild it.
We'll rebuild, yeah.
We're all ants.
So what do you think? It's 11:45. Should we call it? We're down to 16 in the chat. I think people are starting to get a little nights. So thank you. Thank you all for being here for another after party. Thanks for hanging out with us all this time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And stay tuned because pretty soon it's going to be some live streams from maxair420.
Not yet. Soon, but not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Still working out the details?
Well, there's a lot of money to be spent on this crap.
What?
Yeah.
You don't need money. All right, let's see. But yeah, thank you all for being here. And I guess next week we'll be coming on after the Ken show. So we'll probably talk about 10 o'clock, I guess, for next week.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we're going to talk analytics.
We'll talk analytics next week.
In 1 month.
While Max is on smoke break. All right. Good night, everybody.
I would have eaten it. Yep. You got to eat what you kill.
Yep.
That's
You ever
right.
eaten a snake, Bill?
I would love to.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, wait. What are you asking me? Gotta back off from that a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, triple stream.
Yeah.
Quadruple.
You're gonna open up a hole in time.
I'm not even moving there.
No, you're only moving over here. See, and
Oh,
now
there we
here,
go.
it's like the wave. It's like the
Yeah,
wave.
it's like, all right, let's do it. Come on, everybody.
Is this
All right, hold it for 32 seconds. All right, do it again. 48 seconds.
Wax on, wax off.
Man, I think I've had too much sugar from this donut. I'm seeing like 8 screens.
Oh, the wave is starting.
The wave is starting. Oh no, Art did it right. Yeah, you got to just put your hands up and put them down, and then they go all the way down.
Art's gonna have.
Art's doing his exercise.
Yeah, Art's doing it right. Art, I want you to make the tutorial.
Yep.
Oh, good boy. That looks good.
Okay.